Now, if you're loaded with money and you have no idea of how to spend it all because you have so much of it, then this video is not for you and you can click off. But if you're a person that can't afford to walk into a dealership and just buy a car outright or make ridiculously high payments, every month, then this video is for you. Before you guys watch this video, I'd really appreciate it if you guys watched this video first. It kind of talks about the same thing. It's kind of a vlogging style perspective on the same video, kind of answering the title of the question of this video: is it worth shipping your car from the mainland to Hawaii? That way, if you guys watch this video first, this one will make more sense to you guys. So please go watch that one first and then come back and watch this one if you guys have the time. Anyways, thanks guys, I appreciate it. Now, as some of you may know, I have recently relocated to Hawaii, and that's kind of why I'm talking about shipping your car to Hawaii. So here are some car tips for you if you are planning to or have already moved. So as you've seen in the title, the real question is it worth shipping your car from the mainland to Hawaii? The answer is yes. Pricing is generally similar to West Coast vehicles. Where I come from, I'm from Oregon. So cars from Oregon and Hawaii are really similarly priced, I must say. The only difference is though registration and safety checks. So there's something here. I don't know how all the other states are, but in Oregon, you didn't have to go through a safety check. I got some neighbors upstairs making noise. Sorry about that. You have to pay $25 every year to renew your safety check stickers. So what that means is just make sure that your wiper blades are not ripped or torn so they can safely wipe your windshield. Your headlights, your tail light bulbs are all intact and whatnot. Just the basic stuff. So that's really easy. But nevertheless, a difference. I don't know how it is in other states, but that's how it is here. Another thing, from Oregon, we would go into the DMV and say, I need a title transfer or a registration or whatever. They would take your information and they'll mail you the title in a month and a half to 2 months from that date in the mail. And here it's different. Right away you get a title printed and handed straight to you right at the DMV, which took me by surprise. I think that's a great way to right away grab the title, especially if you're planning not to stay here for very long. You know what I mean? Like if you need to resell the car, for example, if you're going to leave the island in say 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, or whatever, right away you have your title in hand and away you go. You have to keep in mind here, the salty air with the ocean surrounding the islands, it makes cars rust. Okay, so there's rust more than usual here on vehicles, on local island vehicles. Another thing, since we're so close to the equator, the harsh Maui sun, I live on Maui, so the harsh Maui sun, or any of the islands really, you're gonna have peeling clear coat paint, you know what I mean? So the roof, the trunks, the hood is always gonna be peeling, and that's another thing. Now, this is in the price budget range of say $4,000 and under. Cars that are $4,000 and up may be better taken care of, therefore the cost. But if you're looking to buy a decent car that doesn't have rust, that doesn't have peeling paint, that's in decent condition, that most things work, you're looking $4,000 and up. But if you're on a budget, for example me, I was looking to buy a car that's in the $3,000 range. And I was surprised. I sold my car in Oregon, where I'm from, for $3,000. It was a 2005 Honda Civic that had like 105,000 miles on it. Perfectly solid car. To ship a vehicle from the West Coast, it costs $1,000, give or take. So the benefit to shipping your car here also is the fact that you can pack your car full of stuff that you're wanting to take and move to Hawaii, right? So in my case, I just had a suitcase and that's all I can bring with me, and a carry-on bag onto the plane. That's all I can bring. But if you're shipping your car, you can, pack it with, small furniture, with more clothes or your kids' clothes or whatever. You know what I mean? So that doesn't change the price of shipping the vehicle. So that's kind of a bonus, a pro there, if you will. So let me tell you my experience. Like I said, I've sold my Civic back in Oregon, moved here and thought, hey, I'm gonna get another car for $3,000, hereabouts. I start looking and going through Craigslist, and I've say made 5 or 6 appointments, right? I hit up every single one of those people, and in the pictures, the cars look immaculate, okay? They look great, and they say no check engine lights, no airbag lights, no leaks, no problems with the car at all. The body paint is good, you know, everything. They'll tell you whatever you want to hear just so you come down and look at their vehicle, which, I don't know, maybe I just got unlucky with 5 different sellers in a row, I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, I went to each and every one of those people, and they all promised a really good car for that, you know, 3.5 price range, and they all were lies. One car, completely squeaking pulley, and you just start the car and it just squeaks and squeals. So, oh, that's normal. But you just said that the car was great over the phone. Next guy, I come over and his paint is peeling, completely peeled, like almost to the metal. Rust was an issue. I ended up buying a Jeep Grand Cherokee, right? Because I figured I want 4x4, I want to be going on up mountain trails and stuff, and I like to hike. Anyway, so I bought this Jeep and it had rust all over the place. It was peeling paint everywhere. The tires were oversized tires, and when you turn the steering wheel, it would rub on the fenders, on the bumper. We ended up selling that car within a few weeks, and I'm just glad I was lucky to get my money back out of that. The end of the story is we got really lucky. We met a person, and they sold us a Lexus for a very, very good deal. So what happened was we got the Lexus for about $3.5 grand, $3,300 plus registration plus you know, safety check, whatnot. That turned out $3,500 or $3,600 for this Lexus ES. My previous video, you should check it out up here, wherever it is. Yeah, so that Lexus, we got a really good deal on it. Really lucky. We got lucky. No peeling paint, no problems, mechanically sound, no check engine light or warning dash lights or anything like that. A really good, solid car. Like I said, the only thing was that the seats, the 2 front seats, were a little cracked. Well, they were pretty cracked, so just put seat covers over them and no one's the wiser, you know what I mean? It doesn't affect how the car performs. So we got lucky, and it's a clean title. It had 160,000 miles. It's an '05 Lexus ES 330. But yeah, you gotta get really lucky. So in overall, to answer the question for one final last time for this video, is it worth shipping your car from the mainland to Hawaii? The answer is yes. I wish I had paid that extra $1,000 and shipped my trusty, reliable vehicle here to the island. Anyways, yeah, that was my rant. That was my story of how hard it was for me to get car here on Maui. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like this information, if you found it helpful, maybe you know someone that's planning to move to Hawaii, please hit that share button, share this video with them. You know, it would really help the channel grow. Subscribe if you will, if you found it this information helpful. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. Later.